Hey guys, Animosity, back with another video. I know I've made videos on why I don't want children, but I'm gonna make this video about why I would never want to be a parent, and it's not really gonna be like, the antinatalist type video where I talk about the corruption of the world and all of that stuff. Although some people may still consider this to be antinatalist type reasons, but I'm just going to give some more so regular reasons as to why I would never want to be a parent. I'm not really going to discuss the elite or anything like that, just some regular reasons. So, the first reason I would say is because it's too much of a high responsibility lifestyle. And obviously, me being a person that doesn't really see that much, of a point to life, I'm trying to live a lifestyle that is as low responsibility as possible. And unfortunately, children are just not conducive towards that lifestyle. I just wouldn't be able to, bear with the difficulty and stress of it. If I, I just don't see the point of creating or generating responsibility for myself if I don't really even see the point of being here in the first place. If I don't even want to be here, why the fuck would I want the responsibility of taking care of another person when taking care of myself is already kind of annoying. Um so my second reason is because, and I've actually heard this before on a different video, but it perfectly sums up me. So I become very quickly agitated, annoyed, and even sometimes, enraged and just very quickly irritated when I don't have a period of time per day to myself. Um, and this isn't just exclusive to children. This is just with people in general. It doesn't matter if it's family. It doesn't matter if it's friends. It doesn't. It really doesn't matter. I just need a period of time per day to myself where I have an area or space where there's literally nothing going on. There's no noise, no chaos, just absolute silence. I just need to have like my own place. And once again, looking after a family or having children is just not really conducive towards that. You know, even back in high school when we had a senior trip, I didn't go on that shit, even though a substantial most if not everybody else went on it, but I didn't go on it because my logic is just like, okay, I've already spent, how many days out of the week with you fucking morons. Why the hell would I go on, because the trip was on a Saturday. And obviously, if you go to school, a Saturday and Sunday is literally the two only days you have off from that freaking prison. So why am I going to spend that day um on a senior trip with y'all when I already deal with your antics on a daily basis? Like, I need to have, like, you're not about to take my time, the only time that I have out of the week. That's just not going to happen. I need a period of time per day to myself. Um yeah, I guess, and speaking of that, um I honestly really do. I don't know how these people do it, but I honestly commend people that, you come home from a long day's work and you open your door to children just screaming their heads off, or they're crying, or they're, even if they're just playing around and they're just, they're screaming, they're stomping. That's just not for me. And you don't even have to have your own children to know this. Just have a younger sibling, have children, and have cousins that are younger than you, because a substantial amount of my cousins are younger than me. And back in the day when we used to have family gatherings, it's just, I'm sorry, I cannot deal with the constant screaming. It's just too much of a headache. And if I wouldn't be able to have children of my own and deal with that on a daily basis, it's just not going to happen. I'm the type of person, I come home from work or somewhere else, the outside world doing something. I cannot come home to screaming children, man. I can't come home dealing with children. I'm not, and it's not just that. See, you also have to look after them, and they come home from school, and they might need help with their homework. It's like a second job, man. It's a second goddamn job. It's crazy. Like, I commend people that come home from a long day's work and then they have to sit on the table and struggle with their children to do a homework assignment. It's like, bro, I already came home from work. I don't want a second job. I want to be able to do whatever the hell I want to do now. This is my time. Um, so, anyways, the last reason is because, simply put, not everybody is meant to have children or is even supposed to. You know, a lot of people, they'll get offended or act as if it's an attack on people that do want children, but it's realistically not. You know, you should be grateful that people that don't want children are, more open about why they don't want children. Because the fact of the matter is, we all know what happens when people who aren't supposed to be parents, are not meant to be parents, have children just because, oh, it's expected of you within society. You want to know what happens? Then you get people that complain about their parents being a narcissist. They get people that complain about their parents being abusive. You got people that molest their own children. You got people who have parents that have a couple of screws loose, and because of that, the children act the same exact way. They act retarded too. So I'm just saying, like, if you know that you have a couple of screws loose, or you have certain things about yourself that you don't like, that you don't want to reflect off on your children, then simply just don't have them. Because if you're a broken, rundown person, and you have certain issues with yourself that you're fully aware of, you bringing somebody else here is potentially just going to make them a broken person too. People act as if self-evaluation and self-reflection is not important when having children. It is extremely important. That's a whole nother human being, that you're a sentient being that you're bringing in to this world. Because I remember when I was having the Stop Having Kids channel, and one of the guys said, some people put more effort into their pizza toppings than they do having children. That's 100% true. Motherfuckers really act as if you having a child is just something, oh, you just do it. No, you don't just fucking do it, you moron. That's a whole nother person you're bringing here that you gotta look after, make sure that they're not doing anything stupid that could get them hurt or put them in a detrimental situation. Like, it's a big, big, big decision, and people need to stop acting like it's not. You don't just do it. That's not how that works. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, man. If you're gonna have children, you know, self-evaluate yourself, self-reflection. It's extremely important. You don't just do it, man. Because people act as if anybody's supposed to have children. No, bro. We're not all supposed to be parents. It's not how that works, man. I'm sorry. You need to seriously self-evaluate yourself before you just bring somebody into this shithole of a planet.